YouTube Amateur Balls back with another mega video. In this video, David Benavidez says Canelo's too busy fighting the easiest guys. Um, David is staying busy and planning for the future. And who will Canelo fight next? Let's get it. First of all, David Benavidez says Canelo's too busy fighting the easiest guys, and I agree. Canelo's last two fights were against guys who've never been world champions, Edgar Berlanga and Jaime Munguia. Who in their right mind wanted to see those fights? It's only 2 to 3 fights we want to see Canelo have in boxing, or that we wanted to see Canelo have. One, rematch Bivol. Two, fight David Benavidez. Three, fight Terrence Crawford. That's the only 3 fights people in boxing even care about mentioning. And Canelo Alvarez has no interest in any of those fights. He keeps mentioning Bivol's name, but Bivol offered him to come down to 168, and Canelo said, "Nah, you good. You don't need to come down here and challenge me for a belt. You straight." So I think Canelo's selling wolf tickets versus Bivol, because if he wanted the rematch, he's Canelo. He would have been had the rematch. Yeah, he's too busy fighting the easiest guys. Jaime Munguia, everybody knew he was gonna beat Jaime. Jaime's never been a world champ. Edgar Berlanga, same shit. I believe Edgar Berlanga got knocked out a dropped in the amateur, so we knew what was gonna happen with him versus Canelo. Um, it was never a fight that people took seriously. Now Edgar Berlanga running around the streets acting like he run the city after taking an L. He acting like he run Puerto Rico after getting his ass whooped. I don't understand it. They celebrate losers. Canelo became a household name by losing. I don't understand. Yeah, a lot of Hispanic fighters get celebrated from losing. It's weird. Canelo Alvarez became a king of Mexico from losing to Floyd Mayweather. Um, Edgar Berlanga acts like he the king of Puerto Rico when he lost to Canelo. It's weird. But like I'm saying, I agree with David, because what else can you expect him to say after being avoided by a guy for 3 to 4 years after he took your belt that you lost by mistake? Imagine this. Imagine you eat a little bit too much food and you can't cut weight. Your body can't take it. So you lose your belt on the scales. Fuck. All right, I'm going to try to go get it back. Then Canelo move up just in time to take your belt, and he never give you the opportunity to get it back. That's essentially what happened. That's literally what happened. David lost his belt either to missing weight or to uh, recreational use of cocaine. And instead of Canelo allowing him to get opportunity to fight for it back, Canelo just avoided him and act like he didn't exist. And Canelo says all he brings is the extra 30 pounds when Canelo just fought a guy who weighed 190. And Canelo's fighting smaller guys. So Canelo been ducking this dude for a long time, 3 to 4 years. And if I was David, I would feel the same way. He too busy fighting the easiest guys to even think about me. I'm too good to even be on his radar. But yeah, David is planning for the future and staying busy. He said he not worried about Canelo anymore. He says, yeah, he said he thinking about, he wanted it better be Bivol winner. They're gonna rematch each other for undisputed or whatever. If Better Beef still has the IBF belt, because they strict with their rules and I respect it. But yeah, bro. Some people were saying Benavidez is a duck though, and I'm gonna tell you why. Some people saying he a duck because he don't really want that 175 action. After he saw Bivol and Better Beef fight, he started mentioning cruiserweight versus versus Ramirez, Callum Smith, and Jay Opatai and all those guys. And they was like, yeah, bro, you ducking light heavyweight trying to jump to cruiserweight because you see the smoking light heavyweight. And if he jumps straight to cruiserweight, I'm gonna have to agree with him that he ducked Bivol and Better Beef, because them dudes monsters at 175. Bivol the first dude to take Better Beef the distance. Better Beef, he got power just from throwing arm punches, and he'll just relentlessly pressure you. Yeah, Benavidez getting into a firefight with Better Beef wouldn't be smart. Bivol will outbox him, but Benavidez, he got heart and he throw a lot of punches. So who knows? Maybe he could hurt Bivol, which is unlikely. But I think both of those guys beat Benavidez at 75. Yeah, and they say he really ducking by mentioning cruiserweight. So if I'm Benavidez, and that depends on if he cares about what the media labels him. Because if he don't want to be labeled a duck, he gonna have to stick at 175 after he fight Morrell, win, lose, or draw. So the thing with Morrell, either he gonna beat Morrell, lose, or draw. And I believe they fight gonna be so close that it might deserve a rematch. That's just my opinion. But I think Morrell gonna win. Like I've been saying this in a lot of my videos. If I'm wrong, it is what it is. But I think Morrell is supposed to beat David Benavidez. Morrell is a crazy amateur pedigree. Benavidez don't have a lot of amateur experience. Morrell been knocking people out in the pros, so has Benavidez. Um, they both struggled against their last opponent. Struggled to hurt them. Had to box a lot more. And this fight should say a lot about what his skills at 175 or the future of 175 look like. Either Better Beeve and Bevo gonna reign in that division for a long time, or these young challengers are gonna come and take the belts. Um, but yeah, I don't want to see David Benavidez jump the cruiserweight too soon because I feel like he ducking and he avoiding big fights that need to happen. And finally, who will Canelo fight next, anyways? Who is he gonna fight next? I heard Chris Eubanks Jr. Nobody in their right mind want to see that fight. Chris Eubanks Jr. is a middleweight. He's too small to fight Canelo. Canelo always complaining about big opponents when he always want to beat a bigger opponent unless the guy is less skilled than him. Canelo always wants some type of advantage. The thing with Floyd Mayweather is he always had the advantage. No matter who he fought against, he always had the skill advantage. So Canelo's picking and choosing his advantages. Floyd Mayweather just naturally had the advantage over everybody. If they try to compare him to Floyd, he's no Floyd. You know, Floyd fought any and everybody except the younger guys. I have to admit that Floyd, Doug Bud, Doug Arrow, um, didn't fight Thurman, didn't fight Porter. He didn't fight the next generation, you know. But for his contemporaries, yeah, he beat them easily, you know. And when we talk about contemporaries, Tank has yet to do that. He's yet to fight all his contemporaries. No, I think all them dudes scared of each other, bro. Except Devin and Ryan. I think Devin and Ryan are the only ones not scared of everybody else. But them dudes scared of each other, bro. And yeah, like I said, nobody really cares about who Canelo fighting next because we know he's gonna pick an easy touch. The only way I care about Canelo fighting is if he fight Benavidez, Bevo, Crawford. If he don't fight any of those guys, I don't care because that's not any fights outside of that. The boxing world don't want to see. So in boxing, the fans forget that we pick and choose what's hot in boxing. We're the reason these dudes get paid. We're the reason these dudes have big fan bases. If they keep putting on mediocre performances, they're gonna lose their fan base. And Canelo been slowly but surely losing his fan base and his popularity by fighting BS fights. But that's pretty much all I have. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Till next time.